Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks to those who subscribed. I truly appreciate it. Also, those of you who have not subscribed yet, please go check it out. Subscribe, like, share, and don't forget, click on that notification bell so you know when new videos are posted. Okay, so again, my name is Kai Harrison, and today I'll be looking at using was or were. So in the last video, we looked at using is, are, and am. Now today we're looking at was and were. These are also known as auxiliary verbs. And remember, another name for auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. Now, before we move on, we're going to look at some vocabulary words that we will come across today. First one is singular, and I bet you remember from last video that singular comes from the word single, which means one. And plural means two or more. So singular means one. We're referring to one person, one animal, one place, one thing. Plural means we're referring to two or more animals, two or more persons, two or more places or things. Then verb, again, is an action word. That's the simplest definition. Once you think of a verb, you think of an action. Now, auxiliary verbs are what we call helping verbs that help a main verb to move the sentence along smoothly. And the two auxiliary verbs we're looking at today are was and were. And then past tense refers to a verb or an action that happened in the past. It already happened. Now, was and were are used for when we're representing or referring to the past. So if an action is already done, then we use was and were. Good. Now, the first sentence. You blank not hungry, but you ate the food. Now, let's go back to our auxiliary verbs. It's just two, was and were. Now, was is used when we're referring to one, singular. So we have to think. It's used to show the past tense, and it's also used when we're referring to one. So if we're saying I, we use was. If we're saying he or she, we also use was. Now, here's the trick. The word you can refer to one person, and it can refer to more than one person's. But whenever we use the word you, we have to use were. So let me say that again. Even though you can refer to just one person, when we use it, we use the word were along with it. So you, they, we use the auxiliary verb were along with those. So remember, more than one auxiliary verb were. Only one auxiliary verb was, with the exception of you, because you always goes with were. So let's go back to sentence one. We're focusing on you. Blank not hungry, but you ate the food. Again, you goes with the auxiliary verb were. So you were not hungry. So please don't say you was not hungry. Not proper English or not proper grammar. So it's you were not hungry. Let's go to two. The dogs. We're talking about more than one dog. So the dogs blank barking. More than one, it has to be were. We say two or more. So remember, if it's two or more, it's were. If it's only one, then it's was. So the dogs, that's more than one dog. It's two or more. It's plural. So it is were. So the dogs were barking. And notice I do not have an apostrophe there. That's a different word, and we're going to go into that later on. But this is were. The dogs were barking. Let's go to 3. I blank too busy to call. Remember, last lesson when we used I, we were only using am because that was in the present tense. But now we're talking about the past tense, an action that already happened. So I was too busy to call. So let's go again. You always go with were, even though you can be used to refer to one. It goes with were. The dogs, more than one dogs, were. I always go with was. All right, let's do 4 and 5 together. So I'm going to read it. You're going to say out loud what your answer is, and then I'm going to tell you the correct one. The movie blank very interesting. What did you choose? The movie was very interesting, or the movie were very interesting. What did you choose? Remember, how many movie are we talking about? Only one, the movie. So, since it is one, we're using was. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. All right, let's go to 5. We blank happy to go to the beach. Right now, I would be happy to go to the beach. So we're focusing on we. Choose your answer. We was happy or we were happy. What do you choose? Okay, I bet you said we were, because we refers to more than one. It's plural, so we use were. Okay, again, 6, 7, and 8, those are yours. So I want you to write your answers down. Don't cheating. Write your answers down, and then we're going to discuss them. So 6, he blank wearing a red shirt. 7, she blank dancing to the music. 8, they blank laughing loudly. Go ahead. Let me see who is going to get them all correct. Remember, was means one. So you look to see, are they talking about one person or more than one? Are they using the words I, he, or she? Or are they using you, they, we? Or are they talking about more than one? Let's see. Okay, so 6. He blank wearing a red shirt. How many? He refers to one. So one person. He was. Dun, da, da, da. I bet you got that one. 8. She blank dancing to the music. She refers to one person. She was. So once it refers to one, you're choosing was. They blank laughing loudly. Now we all know that they refers to more than one persons. So if they're laughing, then it must be were. They were laughing. So please remember, was is used when we're referring to only one. One person, one place, one animal, one thing. Were we use when we're referring to more than one. So once it's 2, 3, 4, more than one person's, animals, place, or things, we are using were. Remember, the tricky word is you. Even though you can refer to one person, we always say you were. Again, thanks for watching this video. Hope to see you soon when we will be looking at do and does. Bye. Remember, like, subscribe, and share, and also hit that notification bell. Thank you. Bye-bye.